Lanesville Eagles, the two-time defending state champion, going up against your Lady Musketeers. And I know we're going to be in for an exciting night of basketball. I know that this is one of those nights all across Indiana that's kind of special for all these small high schools. They got a chance to vie for a sectional title, whether they're playing for their first title or playing for their fourth or fifth in a row or whatever it is. Communities get to rally around and enjoy the gym. We do have purple versus purple tonight, so we've got a gym full of purple people. No really distinction of who is Lanesville and who is Eastern. I'm sure once the crowd gets going, we'll see what's going to happen. But we are coming from Crawford County High School. Talk a little bit about the path to get here. Eastern in the first night was able to take on Paoli and win that one, and then last night was able to beat Clarksville. Lanesville beat Salem in the opening night, and then had a really tough game against Providence last night to advance to the final tonight. Lanesville, again, a two-time defending state champion. They, because of success factor, have been moved up a class, and so they've been at 1A school for so long, and now they're competing in 2A. So that is how this happened. These two teams did face each other on January 18th, and really Lanesville was able to kind of control that game from the tip. They ended up winning that game 65-46. I think both teams have advanced since then. I think the Musketeers have definitely improved. Both teams coming in with a 4-game win streak coming into this game. I think a lot of things have been improving for the Musketeers. I think they just kind of putting the pieces together. I've talked with Sean over the course of this sectional, and you want to see us peaking at the right time. You want to see us kind of playing our best basketball at this moment. And I have to say that we're on that way. We've slowly gotten improved, really, even since we played them in January. You've just seen little improvements each and every game. So last night, just an update, we did have a couple of scary moments for both teams. For Eastern in that first game, you had Sydney Burton went down with an ankle injury. She is apparently okay, and she is going to be played tonight. There at the end of the game, Ashton Lanesmeyer, I know she subbed in at the end, fell and busted her face, and kind of ended up with blood kind of everywhere. She was ruled out tonight with a mild concussion. I know that she was one of the subs that got in when the clock was running. But just to update, meanwhile in the second game, Crozier, Lanesville's point guard, did go down, and what seemed to be just a very scary moment, favoring that knee that she had issues with in the past. She was able to go to the locker room, and after quite a bit of time out, was able to come back into the play and able to take care of things. Just from a spectator view, she wasn't 100%. You could kind of tell. You can kind of tell that she was favoring a little bit, but she is in action, and she obviously wears that brace. But she should be back and ready to go tonight. I'm sure at this point, players, they're going to all do whatever it takes to be ready to play for tonight's game. So, again, definitely a different team, I think, today than what we saw back in January 18th. I think there's going to be a little bit of fight. I think after watching that Providence game last night, I'm going to bet that our girls had a little bit more hope, a little bit more hate. We're a team very similar to Providence. We're a team very similar to their style, and size and everything. And to see their success against this veteran Lanesville team, again, it probably just gave us a little bit of a spark in our step and see, hey, this is definitely possible. People have asked me all week, hey, how's it going to go? I said, hey, our girls got a shot. We got a shot. I think we're going to have to play some good basketball. We're going to have to limit turnovers. We're going to have to make sure that we handle Allen inside and don't let Crozier do whatever she wanted. Remember, back in that January game, Crozier ended up with 32, and Brumley ended up with 16. So Allen not as big of a factor as far as point-wise in that game. She creates a lot more, but Crozier really was the spark of that whole game, just kind of been able to do kind of whatever she wanted. We'll see if that's going to be the case tonight, how we match up against them. I think for us, that particular game, I feel like we just took such silly shots sometimes, kind of throughout the game. So hopefully that's going to improve. We're going to take a little bit better shots. And we've been shooting a little bit better these last 3 or 4 games. I think it's going to be can we make some shots from outside? Can we attack Allen all over the place and not just let her go one-on-one? And again, I think the key, and I was talking to Mikey today just a little bit after the boys' game, and I think it's going to be and not let her get those touches on every single play where she can kind of control that. Again, I think we're in for a great basketball game tonight. Again, I'm sure both of these teams are looking to solidify their season with the sectional championship.
Yeah, definitely. I think you brought up some great points. We have to do a little better job of containing Crozier. Can't let her have 32. I mean, she's going to get hers. When she gets right to the rim on the right side, she's almost automatic.
Right.
We need to try to keep her left the best we can, try to contain her. Providence did a pretty good job of that at times last night with their zone stuff. Allen, we did a great job with her the first time around and need to try to repeat that a little bit. But so we can't let her be as big a factor on the board. We have to. She's bigger than anybody we have, but if we get two people on the weak side in our zone stuff, we need both. You know, it's got to be a gang. You use the word gang rebound. That's what it's going to be. We got to have a gang rebounding effort, and then.
That's definitely where I think she was the most effective against us in January.
Yeah.
It wasn't even her getting the rebound every time. It was that she hit rebounds and just getting into a guard or whatever to create a second shot or a third shot. And this team's good enough that if they're going to get 2 or 3 shots, it's going to be a long night.
Yeah, that Michigan State Tom Izzo style.
Yep.
He would give points for people just for keeping a rebound alive.
Yep.
And she did that really well. And the other girls, as we talked about, Lanesville, they have 3 exceptional players, but they do all the little stuff really well too. Like they get the 50-50 balls, they get the offensive rebounds, they maximize or give themselves extra opportunities by doing those little things that don't really pop up in the paper. You know, you see the tremendous talent of Crozier and the size of Allen and the Brumley. You know, she just does it all for them, and you see that, and you see the state championships, but you don't realize all the little stuff that it takes to get there. And those little things are the 50-50 balls, the gritty work, the tough baskets when you get hammered. You know, they've got a lot of grit, and they know how to win, and that's what we're trying to get to. But like I said a few weeks ago, to beat a man, you got to beat the man. You know, Ric Flair, the quote. And this is our opportunity here, and hopefully we can make some changes, make those necessary adjustments, and come out and play with some. And the big thing is have fun. I mean, if you get a chance playing a sectional championship game, it's got to be fun.
You
cannot, because you don't. There's no guarantees that you get to do that next year. You know, because you got to play games, and you never know what'll happen. So make the most of the opportunity and honor the opportunity by giving your absolute best.
We're going to cut here for a couple commercial breaks while they're doing the national anthem and way back home. We'll be right back. Lady Musketeer basketball, sectional 46 on WSLM.
5 times national champions, 22 conference championships.
3 on the way. Yes!
17 Big Ten Players of the Year.
Goes up a shot. Again!
7 basketball Hall of Famers. And countless memories on the court.
Trace, puts it up. Oh, my God! What a goal!
This is Indiana Hoosiers basketball.
At Papa John's, we think about variety a lot, especially when it comes to a range of different flavors you can discover with our $9.99 large one-topping pizza deal. With an undefeated lineup of meat and vegetables to choose from and 3 different styles of handcrafted dough, you got to ask yourself, what's it going to be today? Pepperoni, grilled chicken, spinach, thin, New York, original crust? We ran the numbers, and toppings made the pizza. Don't sleep on these options when a large one-topping pizza is only $9.99. Better ingredients, better pizza at Papa John's. Call Reese today at Salem Papa John's at 812-883-3369 or collect Papa Rewards by ordering for delivery or carryout at papajohns.com.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property lines? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860, providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
Drew and Johnson Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones, which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Rodney Bruff, agent at Rodney S. Bruff Agency Incorporated, 812-277-1400 today.
Discount and savings amounts and eligibility will vary. Some restrictions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
And we're back here at Crawford County High School's sectional championship for sectional 46. It'll be the Lanesville Eagles against your Lady Musketeers. Did notice in the national anthem, I think that's his third different guitar this week.
Yeah, it had the Crawford County vibes to it. Crawford County orange and white. But he's a Lanesville student, though.
He's a Lanesville student? Yeah. Okay. I wondered why they did a little extra applause when they called him up there, but did a fantastic job.
Yeah, Crawford's done a great job this week of hosting the sectional. Chris Broughton and his team have made it really nice experience for everybody, and everything's really went well. And kudos to them. We really appreciate all their efforts to host an excellent sectional tournament.
Yeah, it has been good. Everything's good atmosphere. Just overall, everything's been pleased. I've been pleased with the officiating. Even though we might comment on a call here and there, but it's been just overall it's been a good experience. This is high school basketball, and this night's one of those special nights all across the state. As I said before, it's just small school vying for that chance, and it's just fun. It's just fun. So the girls are capturing that fun a little bit. So
fun environment. Of course, Lanesville. Everybody in Lanesville that lives in the town is probably here. But that when you win 2 state championships, you build a following like this. So I mean, it's going to be a hostile environment for us. But again, that's part of it. It's part of it. You want it, you got to take it. And sometimes you got to go into tough situations like this and rise to the occasion. Big thing is don't forget to breathe. Got to breathe and relax and play.
Starting for the Musketeers tonight will be Connor, Addie Smith, Avery Smith, Sydney Burton, and Gracie Jackson. For the Eagles, it's going to be they're 5, they're 3 seniors. That's going to be Crozier, Brumley, and Allen. And then it's going to be Sayre and Magner. Tip is controlled by
He won the tip there as far as
getting the first touch on it.
He hit it so hard, volleyball spiked it over Addie's head. And Lanesville came up with it.
Eastern in the 2-3 zone to start. Crozier out top with it. Going to find Sayre on the wing. Back around the Magner.
Big thing we want to make is Sayre and Magner. We want to make them beat us.
You can see Gracie inside just keeping that body, keeping that contact on Allen pretty much at all times. Every cut, every movement.
And you can tell that Sayre and Magner really don't want to shoot it.
Correct.
Which is, this approach is going to probably make this game a lower scoring game than what we're accustomed to, but it's what, honestly, sometimes to beat teams like this, you got to beat them at their own game, and you may have to beat them in a chess match type thing, and that's as you advance in the tournament, scoring usually goes down because of this.
Lanesville going to kind of a baseline runner with Crozier. Again, you just see Jackson and Allen just banging inside, just nonstop. And Allen's not liking the contact.
Yeah, Allen really shows her hands, but her elbows are weapons, and she doesn't swing them, but
leads with them.
But if you're in the way of that elbow, you're going to get it. And I've already seen us get a couple on the head, and you just get a bob and weave in there a little bit.
Crozier on the drive gets fouled. It's going to be Sydney Burton's first foul. Lanesville inbounds to Allen. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul.
That's a big run. Great job, Gracie, drawing a charge there. Getting a foul on Allen right off the bat. We'll take that. Excellent job.
Lanesville in a man-to-man.
No,
that's that 1-1-3. You're right.
They're
You're right.
1-3 matchup.
Hunter down from the corner. 3 no good. Rebound Jackson.
Offensive rebound. Dribble out there, Bracey. Got to get back.
Over. That's going to be Crozier other end, though. Good defense there by Addie.
There you go, Katie. Katie.
That's Allen. Now she's stepping over top of Hunter. Man, Allen, you probably could have got another one right there. Wow.
So
there are bodies hitting the floor.
So this is what it's going to be for us. I love the effort on the boards right there. Katie Hunter got on the boards, which is something she can do. And even though they ripped it from her, we had tremendous fight on that possession. That's great to see because that's what we're going to have to do.
For the one, you almost could have had another one on Allen there.
Yeah, she went over.
She definitely went over top, and it's not vertical. Oh, wow. They're going to get a foul there on, that's going to be Magner. You wonder, officials that let them play and have that high tolerance for contact probably favors Lanesville. Officials going to call this a little tighter. It doesn't favor them at all. Avery's going to drive in, ball knocked away. It's going to be a block there by Allen.
Yeah, so that's something we can't do. That's something I forgot to mention. When you shoot on Allen walled up, it's a turnover.
Yeah.
Like the 2% chance you get of maybe getting a foul on her, for every foul we get, she's probably going to get 10 blocks, and they're basically turnovers. Like, you can't shoot over her because we don't have anyone tall enough. She's so long and tall.
This Brumley on the drive finds Crozier in the wing. She's going to put a 3 up and good. First bucket of the game, 5.5 minutes in. So get 2.5 minutes in, that's the first basket.
Can't really lose Crozier in this situation, her or Brumley.
I know Crozier's still incredibly good, but just looking at her last night and even tonight, she just doesn't seem to have that same.
That second foul on her.
She doesn't seem to have that same giddy up, and I don't know. Hopefully her knee is okay.
Yeah, that was a scary moment.
But I mentioned it earlier, but she just doesn't seem to have that same explosiveness, And maybe I'm just crazy, but it seems like it. That's going to be a second foul there on Allen.
I think it was, but I'm looking on the board. It's saying 12.
They're saying.
But it sure looked to me like the foul was on Allen.
Oh wow.
Unless the board's not reporting it correctly.
They're calling that foul on Sayers, what's reported.
That foul was 100% on Allen, but they are taking Allen out of the game, so maybe it's just not reported. That's big. Allen being out of the game, we could really make an adjustment right here and really focus on Crozier and Brumley while the game's closed.
Avery Smith going to the line.
We've got to capitalize on these free throws.
And the second one is no good. And she's going to get her own rebound. Tipped it out of the corner.
There's a foul there. That's a foul.
A lot of contact there by Crozier. Addie's going to pull up from the line. It's going to be Hunter with an offensive rebound. Gets it inside to Burton. Burton finds Gracie Jackson. Jackson for 3.
Now, we don't need to shoot threes right now with Allen out of the game. We really need to go to the rack. Allen's no longer in there anymore and protect. We can exploit them in the paint.
I would agree. I think Burton had the ball in the lane, and Gracie was open, but there's no reason to go up with it.
Yeah, now we got to pound it inside because Allen's out, and now you're attacking Brumley. The other two girls aren't going to give us a lot of resistance other than just, maybe trying to push and shove us, but we can score on them. We need to exploit that.
The Eastern going back to kind of their 1-2-2 look with Allen out of the game.
Can't lose Crozier, and we did.
Crozier driving into all kinds of traffic. There's going to be a foul. I assume that's on Jackson.
I'm not so sure with Allen out. Maybe we should just lock on to Crozier to stay connected to her.
Yep.
And just put it all on Brumley. I think we could do that.
Lanesville's going to inbound. Bronner checked in there for Jackson. That's going to be Brumley out top. No, sorry, that's Brumley. Gets it over. That's a Magner into Brumley.
And we can't, make one of these other kids beat us.
It's going to be almost a deflection there by Addie.
They do.
It ends up in the hands of Sayer.
So there's that weak side rebound we talked about. We cannot give up. We're giving up offensive rebounds with Allen in the game. That
another rebound there for
that can't happen. Get to the weak side and go get it.
Crozier pulls it out. Again, 2 offensive rebounds here. for the Eagles. Just a 3-0 game with 3.5 minutes to play here in this first quarter. This was not on my bingo card. This is not what I was expecting. Crozier with a nice drive, no good. Rebound Avery Smith. So she's going the other way. On her, be big if she could hit this. It's going to be it. It's Burton there. Go up strong and finish. Yeah. And Burton's able to finish.
That's where we need to go. We need to go to Sydney and Avery in the paint, and right now with Allen out, and try to get something done. Stay connected. Know where Crozier's at. We're not really. We're still in our zone look.
Yeah,
you know, at least know where she's at.
You see this. Some of these other ones, they just don't look to want to shoot. There's Magner for three. Another good.
Another weak side.
Rebound there for Addie. Addie's gonna bring it up. Finds Honor on the wing. Thought about a three. Gets it into Bronner. A lot of contact. Not a great angle there.
She was under the backboard almost. They're not going to bail her out on that. She just, again, has that habit of getting way too low.
I don't think she saw Avery was wide open on us. But then, you know, if she saw it, she'd have got an easy layup. But
yeah,
I'm glad we're taking that move. She's got to be a little higher.
Yeah, she just gets too low and gets bad anymore.
Rumley for three, no good. Avery's going to pull down another rebound. She's going to try to go coast to coast. Finds Honor on the wing. They got to be strong with their passes. Out to Honor on the wing. He's going to get into the lane. We're going to get travel right there.
He just lost it. Again, right now, I just think, well, Allen's coming back in. We had an opportunity there, and we just got one interior basket. We really needed to.
Bailey Robinson
pounded in there to Sydney. We did go in there to Emma once, but she was just so low. That was a missed opportunity for us.
So that play right there is a little tough because it looks like Lanesville hit the ball, but then if she doesn't, it's a travel. But if Lanesville touches it, it's
I think it got deflected. I don't think they saw it. Maybe
they get the ball into Allen, back out to Brumley for three, and they're going to get for another foul.
Lanesville gambled. Crozier's going and letting Allen know about it. That is huge. Now, again, let's see if we can make an adjustment.
The question is that her second or her third? But
they're both in second.
But this is one of those things that
it should have been her third. That one got lost in the shuffle.
Well, they reported as 12, but that's one of those things that we saw in that first game. There's an offensive foul there.
Yeah, Crozier baited her into it.
Yeah.
Avery just needed to pull on the brakes a little quicker. Allen out of the game. We've got to pound it inside right now while she's out.
This is one of those things we saw in that January game that, you know, Allen's just so physical.
Yes, she is.
That if you don't hold your ground and just move away, she's going to get it. So, you know, good job there for our post players, just holding their ground and making her fight through it, and that fight's a foul. And it's going to be kind of lost sight of there. Nice pass there by Crozier.
Another offensive rebound.
James isn't able to complete our finish.
Those.
It's going to be almost 50
balls right now. Lanesville's getting, you know, again, that's what they do because they know how to win, and they're getting all the 50-50 balls, and that is not.
Crozier drove in there into a wall and then lost it, and then Avery or Eddie almost had a steal, and then he got tipped around again, and then ended up, you're going to get a foul there on Emma Bronner. Good hustle there by the Musketeers. Just 3-2 right now. Just over a minute to play here in this quarter. It's going to be a three there by Magner. No good. Another offensive. That's going to be a block there by Avery.
But again, they're killing us on the offensive boards, and it's costing us with fouls.
And that's going to be a foul. That's going to be Brumley's going to go to the line for two. That's going to be a second foul there on Emma Bronner. And again, you're right. That's got to be their seventh or eighth offensive glass. And both of their baskets now have been offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and Sayer and Magner, when they miss long a lot.
Yeah.
So they're going to, you know, again, we need to anticipate that, be aware, and get people over there, and hold your box shot, because there's a couple times we've jumped too early and it's kind of hit funky off the
trainer. Trainer just checked in. She misses both.
Again, go into the paint. Go into Sydney.
Lanesville on that 2-3 zone. With that 1-3.
We need
find Trainer on the wing.
We need
out to Robbins.
Stuff.
Again, Avery's going to go to work inside. Nice move, a lot of contact there. I think that's going to be a foul there on 24, Magner. Again, good patience inside there. She kind of worked to the right, worked back to the left, and definitely got some contact there.
I think getting the ball into Sydney and Avery right now in the paint is where we can get something done with Allen on the bench. Avery's got to step up and make free throws, though.
And the first one is good, and this ball game has been tied. 38 seconds to play in the first quarter. It sounds crazy, but it's just 3-3.
Yeah.
Now,
we have a real opportunity right now. Coach Sinton's down here talking to Allen, and she's telling her to quit fouling, stay out of trouble. I mean, I don't know what she's saying, but she's saying it very animated. I'm sure if it were me, I'd be saying, you're killing us, being over here on the bench.
Yeah, we need you in the game.
Smart. And she's probably going to get her back in, and Allen's going to have to not be as aggressive. But right now, when she's out, we've got to get something done.
Lanesville just passing the ball around the perimeter. 20 seconds to play. Magner out top. Gets it all the way across. That's going to be over there to Sayer. That's one we could have got. Get to the Crozier. I think Robbins, surprised her. Crozier's going to drive into the lane.
Now, we've done a good job of forcing Sayer and Magner to shoot, and that's what we want, but we haven't been able to capitalize with those rebounds yet.
Oh, that seemed like not a shooting foul to me, but they're going to call it. It's 5 fouls either way. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
So Crozier's going to go to the line and hits her first one.
Yeah, the way the ball comes off her hand, I'd say she's a high percentage free.
I was telling Sean, I think when I listened to the broadcast last night, it said that she was a 47% free throw shooter. That can't be right.
Neither one of them touched the rim.
Yeah.
And my,
I just got a little sloppy right there.
Yeah, the pass was about a 5-foot pass that just had so much heat on it. Just need to just relax.
I'd Bailey get up on her. Right.
You know, Addie probably should have just went to really try to score that, I think, because Bailey was covered in the corner.
2.5 seconds to play. Crozier's going to fire. Again, I don't know why we're not denying there.
Yeah, that was too easy.
That's going to be a 3 there for Crozier to end the quarter.
It was way too easy.
And that's
probably need to try to keep the ball out of her hands.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Lanesville is up 8-4. This broadcast is being brought to you by Sullivan Feed Mill. Sullivan Feed Mill is proud to support the Eastern Lady Musketeers into tonight's sectional final. Come and see Junior and Yvonne for all your feed and fence needs in downtown Pekin. They have everything ready to get you ready for the spring season. Stop in today at downtown Pekin to see Junior and Yvonne at Sullivan Feed Mill, or call 812-967-3472, or you can find them on Facebook. Same family, same location, serving Southern Indiana since 1942. Go Lady Musketeers.
What a weekend for Purdue basketball. They're the all-time leader in Big Ten titles. They play right here all year long. You don't want to miss a single game of Boiler Ball this season. What a weekend to be a Boilermaker. The Purdue Boilermakers play here.
And we're back here at Crawford County High School. This is Section 46 championship between the Lanesville Eagles and the Lady Musketeers. I don't know why we weren't denying her. 2.5 seconds left. Let's send 2 people after her. Make somebody else.
2 people on her.
We put 1 on her, and she gets to the volleyball line. I don't get it.
Yeah,
when the points are at this much of a premium,
inexperienced type thing there. That's one of those things that
looks like Eastern going to change a little bit. They're putting kind of a chaser on. Robbins just chasing Crozier around. Another offensive rebound there. They're going to get Allen for another foul.
You know, we are getting an opportunity here with this. We have got to capitalize by pounding the ball inside. We need Sydney and Avery to step up and finish in there. They're going to get hammered by some of those girls, but there's no Allen 6'3" girl wall waiting on you. We can get this done. We can do this. So we got to take advantage.
So Eastern switching their defensive look there. Still came down to an offensive rebound, but not able to get anything done. So got to see if we can't get something going offensively here.
Addie's got to look at that instead of trying to throw over top of somebody.
Well, it's going to be a deflection in the steal there by Lanesville.
This is an opportunity.
This is not a scenario where you need to get the ball down into the corner.
No, it's not where you want
it. Around Sayer's going to shoot from about 15 foot. Wow. Okay. Again, they're going to get a foul there. I think that's on Brumley.
Addie really competed for that rebound there and was able to, we didn't get the board, but she got the foul. And again, I like how we're competing in areas, but we need all 5 people competing on the boards. That's, if you want to win a sectional, that ball is gold, and everybody's got to come up with it.
Well, in this 1-1-3, we've got to be able to attack it. We can't attack from the corners.
We need somebody in the middle.
We've got to get somebody in the middle. That's going to be it.
I really would like to see Addie, when she comes around that corner, turn it and try to get into the seam. Right now, Addie's playing east-west.
That foul's going to be on Brumley. Lanesville basically did not like it. It's all screener over. Brumley was guarding Addie, and Addie comes off the screen and absolutely pile drives Avery through the screen, and they're going to call a foul there on Brumley. The Lanesville fans did not like it.
Looks like they've got their athletic director over there, and they're basically warning these fans in the front row. Brian Patton has had enough of the fans. Pretty much going to have to be quiet or leave the game, I think, what this gentleman in the front row has been told. He's just going to use his eyes to communicate now with Brian Patton, stare a hole from him.
So their athletic director is down there, or Lanesville's athletic director is down there. Again, there's no sense in that. You like the passion, you like the support your team.
You don't get to talk to the referees like that. That's just the game, and we got to deal with it. Right now, again, I'd like to see us get somebody in the middle there and attack it. There's
Rob. We get right out there. Rob's going to get a 3. Right, no good. They're going to get a cheap one there on Avery.
Avery got a real cheap one. Avery needs to probably stay out there and be smart.
Right, that's going to be her second. Again, we seem uncomfortable. I know Lanesville puts a lot of pressure, and they look for traps every chance they get. But we just seem uncomfortable and nervous with the ball, and I know some of that's our youth. I know that. But we've got to find a way to settle in.
We've got to try to use our pressure against them, and I like to screen and turn the corner and get into a seam. Again, Allen's not in there waiting on us. This is an opportunity. We've got to try to get something in the mid-range or at the rim.
Crozier out top.
We're settling too much.
Eastern going back to a 2-3 zone. Gets on the wing over there with Allen.
I really think maybe we should think about
Crozier going to fire for 3. Long 3 the other way. Rebound there by Eddie Smith.
By Eddie and rebound.
Pushes up to Robbins. Robbins going to find Hunter in the corner for 3. That's good.
We need that. Still would like to see us not settle right now while Allen's out of the game. But that was an open look, and Katie had her feet set. I've said it all year. If her feet are set and she's open,
she can shoot.
I'll take it all day.
8-7. Lanesville on top by 1. 5.5 minutes to play here in this first half.
They're trying to run Crozier around into the corner. You cannot. You got to have a set of eyes on Crozier. If we're not going to box and warn her or something, you got to have a set of eyes on her at all times.
They pass over top of the zone, and James ain't unable to finish. Going back the other way, Addie pulls up for 3. No good. Connor's going to fire for 3. No good. That's going to be Burton on the
really?
I think they're going to call. Yeah, that's probably a foul there.
Burton's not 100% taking a beating. I like how the girls run over and pick her up after that.
That foul's going to be on number 24, Magner. That's going to be her third as well.
Again, we're settling for too many threes with Allen out of the game. Let's get to the rim.
Gets the ball to Robbins, back to Addie Smith. Addie for 3 from the corner, no good.
Got to take it to the basket. We're settling too much.
Crozier bringing it up again with a 1-point lead. Crozier finds James on the wing, back out to Crozier. Whoa, Nelly. There's going to be a steal by Hunter.
You got to come up with it.
Crozier gets back in the mix.
2 hands on it. Now we got the hands here. Let's attack it.
Addie Smith's going to pull for 3. No good.
We're settling.
That's going to be Burton on the offensive glass. She's going to get it. Again, Black needs to call timeout, something. There's where I like a player to come in and call timeout. You're fine. Good hustle there all the way around by the Musketeers. Tracy Jackson's going to check in.
We've got to get something to the rim. We're settling too much without Allen.
And that's going to be 21 Similar checking in. There's going to be a steal there by Lanesville going the other way. That's Crawford going to go the whole way. And Bailey kind of jumped out of the way at the last minute, and they're going to get her for a foul. It's going to be an N1. Lanesville sending this to a 10-7 lead. Crozier is going to be at the line to try to complete a three-point play. 4.5 minutes to play here in this half. And Crozier is able to complete. Trainer's going to check in there for Robbins. Again, I'd have to agree with you. I think we just got to continue to attack inside. I know that Burton's not 100%, but I still think that's where we got to go.
And we got to go. I still think we can get there with this lineup off some reversals and get in there off the dribble too. But I mean, there's been times where we could have got there off the dribble and we just settled for the three, and that's what Lanesville wants. That's what they really want, and it's helping them a lot.
Again, we just seemed a little discombobulated. Addie Smith's going to fire for three and good.
If we can get hot, then let's do it. But
11-10, 4 minutes to play. Lanesville with a 1-point advantage here. Eastern switching up kind of into a 1-2-2. They've done this since Allen's been out. See if we can get a deflection and steal.
Yeah, that's something Providence was able to do last night when they make Crozier and Brumley give it up, and then they get steals off of Sayre and Madden.
Just don't let her split those gaps. That's going to be back to the wing.
Weak side rebound, and it's going to be there 99% of the time when Magner, Sayre miss. It goes opposite side.
That was similar. The similar sense of action. She did not play in that January game against us.
Basically, anybody not Crozier, Brumley.
Yep.
If they shoot it, they miss it long all the time. And we've got to get people there.
Trainer on the wing finds Honor in the corner. Watch Honor across the court to Addie Smith. Gets it into Burton.
Go to work, Sydney.
Burton.
Go to work.
Spin move.
There we go.
She's going to go to the line for two.
Right. We've got a great opportunity in the paint.
That's going to be on number 21. That's going to be Similar, or Ava Similar, the sophomore, seeing some action and probably some needed action for the Lanesville Eagles because you got both Magner and Allen with two, Brumley with two. Magner and Allen with three, Brumley with two. There you go, Sid. Sydney able to cash in on that first one. Tie the ball game 11-11, 3:21 to play. And the Coach Hinton was just beside herself.
Oh, she's definitely upset. There's no doubt about it. You can read, like I told you, I read body language. This is a pretty easy body language to read. She's not happy.
Eastern takes one minute in and
still coaching her team up.
So Eastern going to a press.
It's not a bad move.
Putting the press there on Crozier.
I like going to pressure off the free throw, made free throw because we're already set up.
Oh, I think she traveled right there. Wow. I think Gracie had great position there. They're going to advance up to Trainer. Trainer finds Burton.
Go score that, Sydney. Go score that.
Oh, I don't know what she was waiting on. That's going to be a jump ball there.
Opportunity.
Sydney had a lot of contact there, and her girl takes a step back. She had a layup, it looks like.
Let's go ahead and get it on the square. That was we overpassed right there and turned it over.
You can definitely tell she just not 100%.
Yeah.
But
I still would take her throwing it up on the square over what we did.
Yeah.
Chance you throwing it up on square, they foul you. So she was below the volleyball line and in a great spot to score it.
It's going to be Sayre for three. Two. Sorry, that's going to be a two.
The dribble.
Step in, yep.
She may be more comfortable shooting off the dribble just for rhythm, it looks like, because that's a much better looking shot.
Addie Smith's going to drive. She kind of lost it. That's going to be a rebound there by Sayre, and they're going to get Burton for a foul right there.
Yeah, Addie lost the handle while she was going up to shoot it, and then still was able to get it up on the square, but just not with any accuracy, obviously. But I like that she attacked there because there is space now for her to go without Allen, and that's something that instead of just peppering her around the perimeter and settling for threes, we got to get.
This is the one where we could use Avery. Avery's got 2 fouls, so I imagine she's not going to be back this half. But,
yeah, 1-point game, you don't necessarily need to gamble with it.
Right.
Since they're starting to call it really tight. Avery's one of those players that is
she's aggressive enough.
She's aggressive to get three. She could pick it up real quick.
Brumley out top. Okay, in the corner there to Similar. That's kind of just Eastern just kind of leaving her wide open.
Yeah,
those kind of inviting her to do something. Crozier, she's going to get into the lane. they're going to get a foul on the drive right there.
Yeah,
that's going to be on Honor.
Now, Crozier, she's looking to really exert herself off the dribble. She's doing her thing where she's already going into space as she catches the ball. She sees the space before she ever catches the ball, and she's got a quick first step anyway.
That's the whole thing. Really, in any zone, no matter what, you can't let her split that zone.
Yeah.
You can't. You know, if she splits, we're in trouble. Oh, wow.
I hate that foul for us, but I appreciate Katie going to the boards right there. She just was a little late, but I appreciate her aggression.
Katie Honor, you had
Simple joys in life. But for those with bone and joint pain, these simple joys are often too painful or unbearable to truly enjoy. With Mako robotic arm-assisted surgery at SNEC, you can get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at SNECorso.com.
And we're back here at Crawford County High School. Before we get into our first half recap, let's talk a little bit about the other games in the area tonight. For the sectional 63, Borden and Christian Academy are playing at Borden. You have to imagine Borden's the favorite in that one. But again, playing at home and just having had a fantastic season, being able to put up another sectional championship at home, I'm sure is going to be a special moment. But I will say Christian Academy's played definitely better basketball the second half of the year. One of the better teams they've had in the last few years.
Yeah, they've won 14 games. Right. Won like 9 or 10 out of their last 11.
Right. So it'd be interesting to see the outcome of that game. Meanwhile, up in sectional 45, South Ripley's going up against Brownstown Central. in kind of a surprise game for me last night. Austin and Brownstown. Austin, I think, ranked 3, and Brownstown was 9. I could be wrong on that. Brownstown being able to beat Austin by 25. That game was not at all what I expected. I was expecting a dogfight down to the end. Brownstown able to take care of business, so they will be playing for a sectional championship there at South Ripley.
That was a big surprise. I did not anticipate that being a 30-point game. I talked to Austin's boys coach, Brent Jamison, today, and just asked him kind of how it went. And he just basically said that Brownstown, they have that really good length in their zone. They're athletic, and they just pretty much always had a set of eyes on Owens. And when she caught it, there was 2 people there at all times, and just made life really difficult for her. And she wasn't able to really get into any space because of that. And it just kind of took her away in that zone. And then just was able to kind of take care of business on the other side of it. And that, Brandon Allman is an exceptional coach. He has not lost a sectional game yet, and he's going for number 6 in a row.
Right.
And if he wins tonight, he will be 6 for 6 in sectionals. And that's pretty astounding.
Well, they are playing at South Ripley, so South Ripley, I think 14-15 wins for them.
Yeah.
So it should be a good contest. Meanwhile, in sectional 30 up at Scottsburg, Corden and Silver Creek, that's probably the game I'm probably most excited to see the outcome.
It's going to be a heck of a game.
Talking to some of my friends up there, they said clearly these are the best 2 teams in the sectional. They were just so enamored with the play of Shane and Wren last night. They were able, Scottsburg gave them a great first half, and then Silver Creek able to just take control in that third quarter with their length and their tempo.
And Wren had 37 points.
Wren was able to
dominated the inside.
And so we'll see kind of how Corden can combat that. Corden, not a huge team. I was talking to somebody today. I think Corden probably has an all-around slightly stronger team, but Silver Creek's got 2 of the best players in Southern, on their team. So
yeah, Corden. They got Groover, who's 6-foot-ish or 6'1", and probably more physical overall. Like she's probably got a little more strength advantage or size, physicality advantage to Wren. And then they had, is it Withers? She's not necessarily tall, but she really gets in there and mixes it up, and they've got a great back for it,
right.
Score it. So I know that first game was a 1-point game, and it was like a very high scoring game.
8-79, I'm pretty sure.
So, just amazing offense going on out there. I'm sure this one's not going to disappoint either.
Meanwhile, in the 4A sectional 15 up at Seymour, that's going to be Floyd Central going up against Bedford. Floyd able to beat the home school last night by 40-something. Again, Floyd is as good as it gets in this area. They are big. They are strong. They execute well. They are just having a fantastic season. I'm kind of curious to see how far they're going to go in this tournament. I don't know anybody in the South that can play with them until they get up to some of those bigger schools. They just having a fantastic season.
Definitely, they've got lots of weapons. They have great length. Coach Hickey's went in there, and I'm sure he's playing a lot of zone with them, which is they're a perfectly built team for zone. They've got lots of size and length that's highly skilled and good depth. So you're probably able to rotate lots of kids. And Bedford has won that sectional 13 times in a row. Pretty good chance that's coming to end tonight. They've had a rough year, kind of rebuilding. The balance of power in that sectional is obviously flipping to Floyd Central, and they've got a decent little run of talent, it looks like, coming up.
Definitely. Meanwhile, tonight's game, it's been a dogfight this first half. Lanesville going for their 20th win on the season, and Eastern doing everything in their power to not let them get that 20th. Lanesville's won 20-plus games the last 3 years. This senior group has won 80-plus games, 90 games or so. And this one may be as tough as one as they've seen, this year.
Yeah, we're competing. I do feel like we let an opportunity get away from us, though, in that second quarter with Allen on the bench and with 3 fouls. And we were right there 13-12 and just made some really silly decisions, inexperience type stuff going on. A lot of inexperience in general, just in that second quarter there when we had some chances to maybe seize the moment, we just wasn't able to do it. Doesn't mean that we're out of it, but the thing now is we're in a position here. Lanesville, I always feel like in the second and third quarter, they take control of games and kind of try to put you away then. We have to come out with unbelievable intensity and fight right here. This game is going to be won, or I don't want to say won. It's not going to be won in this third quarter, but it can be lost real quick in this first 4 or 5 minutes of this third quarter if we don't bring it.
Meanwhile, some stats from this first game. Crozier ended up with 14, so 14 of their 19. Really only 3 baskets, but able to get it done from the line, going 6 or 7 of 8 from the line. Sayer had 2, Brumley had 2, and then James added 1 on that free throw there at the end. For the Musketeers, Burton had 4, Addie had 3, Hunter had 3, and then Avery Smith had 2. Not able to get something. They just seem a little nervous, and some of that, I guess, is probably to be expected.
Sure.
For these freshmen and sophomores, just playing on this stage is just different. It's just different. I mean, playing a team of this caliber for a sectional championship with something on the line. It's just different. I was talking to Sydney just a little bit today, and she said, they didn't play. She hadn't played for a sectional championship before. I know the Twins had they played the sectional championship last year, or no?
No,
that's their freshman year.
No, freshman year lost by 2 to bring us down.
Okay.
Avery had a concussion in that tournament and didn't have her. I think that might have been the difference, but
so really
Brandon Allman found a way to win that and then beat Austin the next night. And last year we lost to Austin in the semifinal.
Okay. Well, looking here, none of these girls have played in the sectional championship, so some of those nerves were definitely to be expected. Sure. But it seems like they've kind of been with reckless abandon on the defensive end, which is what you want, but on the offensive end, just a little timid, a little shy. So we'll see if we can't settle down and see if we can't attack those spots. We still got to knock down some shots. We've had some open threes. Not always the best shot we probably could have got, but they've been open. We'll see if we can knock down some of those shots.
Just quick shot threes. Again, that happens with their pressure that they cause. It forces you to quick shot. They want us to shoot threes, and we've kind of obliged them, especially when Allen was out of the game. I think that we need to be more determined to get into the paint and get to the rim there. Kind of like Crozier, that's the difference. She was super determined in that second quarter. She didn't shoot a single three, and I think she's hit 1 3. She's 1 for 1 from 3, and she's got 14 points because she's not settling. She's like, I'm getting to the rack. I'm gonna draw fouls. I'm gonna put some aggression towards the defense, and we put her to the line. I think she's made 7 out of 8. So
half her points against is a free throw line.
And then they've all been fouls because she's being the aggressor, and that's what I think we needed to do. Allen's back in here. We'll see if she can pick up her 4th.
Lanesville going back with her starters. Eastern going back with their starters. We'll see. Going the other way, it's going to be Eastern ball to start the second half. Lanesville staying in that 1-1-3, looking to trap anytime they can. Jackson ball out top, finds Addie Smith. Finds Hunter on the other wing, gets it into Burton. Burton baseline jumper, and good.
That's good movement there. When Allen's in the game, that's what we got to do. We got to get her shifting side to side, and we're going to have to hit some little mid-range shots. Again, trying to shoot in over her is not going to work, and we've only done that once because she really hasn't been out there much. It'd be great if we could find a way to pick her 4th
there on the other end, and Eastern almost begging her to. There was almost a volleyball play there by Avery.
Yeah.
They left Sarah wide open. She tried to lob it across the court. Yeah. Avery just gone up and grabbed it.
Yeah. Now we're face guarding Crozier, which is still is a great move. It's one of those I honestly would have liked to have seen in that second quarter, just because she was all they had there.
Addie Smith trying to drive, gets to Jackson on the wing. Back to Addie Smith in the corner. Addie tries to find her sister. No good.
There's no space there. Maybe for a bounce pass, maybe.
Well, we got 3 players in about 10 feet of each other. It's just that there's no space there offensively to make anything happen. Eastern looking like kind of in a 1-3-1 look.
We went back. No, we're face guarding Crozier. I like it.
Okay.
Addie really just needs
just kind of a diamond in the lane.
Addie
going to be Magner from about 15. She's going to connect the 2.
See, when Lanesville gets a little lead, there's not as much pressure on Magner to make shots, and then all of a sudden she makes them because lack of pressure there. So I mean that getting that little advantage maybe helps her.
Eastern gets the ball into Jackson. That's a Hunter for 3.
Need that.
No good. Rebound Avery Smith out to Addie. Addie trying to get into the lane, gets it over to Hunter.
Addie's not looking at the rim other than on her three. I'd like to see Addie
Smith connects the three.
And though she made it, but I'd still like to see her look at the rim and get into that. She and Avery are the two people that we have that can get into space and create, and they're going to have to do that a little bit.
Eastern cuts this a 4-point game, 21-17.
Need a stop here.
That's going to be there.
Yeah,
pulls up about 15. No good.
They beat us.
Rebound Sydney Burton.
Again, with Crozier guarding you, you cannot take anything for granted with her. She is.
Jackson gets it out to Addie Smith.
She gets her hands in there and just is super aggressive. I don't like watching her against us, but as just a basketball coach, I love watching her play. She's a tremendous player.
Burton pulls up from about 15. No good.
That was a good shot for her. We'll take that. I like that shot.
I would bet that her defense is probably underrated. Coach was going to try to get all the way to the rim. No good.
Yes.
And the offensive rebound there by Magner.
Yeah, we just can't let them have
Magner
second chance.
Across the Sayre. Sayre wide open.
We quit face guarding Crozier. Now she's free, and
it's going to be Sayre for three. No good.
Good box out.
Block out there.
But again, anywhere Crozier's at, you could just I agree 100%. Her defense is super underrated. I don't think it. I mean, personally, I love it, and I think it's awesome. I don't know. I think she's so good offensively that
it's going to be a skip pass there.
Forget about it.
Honor on the wing.
But she gets lots of deflections and just dogs you up. She's a great player.
We had Burton on the baseline, skips it all the way to Honor on the other baseline. Shoots three, no good.
He's got to keep shooting it.
Avery contesting that rebound. Ball flips about bounds.
Like to see Katie sneak down to the corner here for a little drift pass three.
Well, Allen had come all the way across. I think Katie can step in there and shoot that layup. I mean, the lane there was open.
It's got to quit trying to throw over top. So bounce passes.
That's going to be a steal there by Lanesville. Crozier going the other way. That is a foul on that rebound. That is a foul.
Yeah, it is. But Crozier competing. You know, she's out competing us. We have to match her level of competitive spirit.
She missed the layup, and I thought Burton had a great body on her, and Crozier, she keeps fighting for her.
Yeah, we have got, right now, we have got to match her level of competitive spirit.
4 minutes to play. Lanesville up by 4. Crozier out top. Get out on her. I don't know what's your...
I really like the
Honor. No. I mean, you can't just leave her. And that's going to be Crozier getting all the way to the rim. I don't understand.
I don't know why we went away from that. I really like that. Just make someone else beat us.
And even if not, just leave the wing open. Sarah made one shot, but you're going to let her go guard her and give it right back to Crozier.
Clog it up. You need to clog it up.
It's going to be a good basket.
There's Crozier again, getting an offensive rebound. Again, we're standing and watching right now while she's pretty much dominating this game like she did in the third quarter last time.
Off the steal, Crozier goes the length of the court, misses her shot. Gets to Brumley. They miss. Crozier's going to get an offensive rebound. She's going to go line for two. Again, it's crazy that she is single-handedly kind of keeping her team afloat.
Yeah, I mean, she did it in the second quarter. She's doing it again here. I like the adjustment where we face guard her. I think you got to do it. I don't think we have any other choice. If somebody else beats us, they beat us. But right now she's killing us, and she's doing it more than just these.
Robbins gets the ball into Avery on the inside. It's going to be Burton again going up for a tough shot inside.
Cannot shoot into Allen's arms. It's a turnover.
That may have been James got a piece of that.
Yeah, but Allen was pretty much just put her in jail. It's a turnover. You're going to have to kick that out or try again some other way.
So we had cut it to 4 as Lanesville able to extend this back out to 8, 25-17, 3 minutes to play.
Crozier again, her competitive spirit. And then now
they're able to get the ball into Allen for an easy two.
It's too easy.
Again, she was able to steal to the baseline. We didn't have any help. Earlier in that game, we were fronting there, and we didn't there. She's able to get 82. We're going to cut to a quick commercial. Just up 30. We'll stay right here.
Yeah, I think you either just go, again, put two people, put them down Crozier and just have 2 people on Allen at all times, Well, maybe you go 2 on Allen, but you got to have a body on Allen and a person in Crozier's face at all times.
But in that first quarter, Bracy was fronting her pretty much every time. And we had on the side there. We don't have help on the baseline side, and our help's a little late getting there. It's just too easy.
Yeah.
So I think even out of the zone, we're going to have to just front her, make a throw it over the top, and just hope your help's there.
Yeah. It's just, but some of this is, again, on the offensive end, just trying to force a few things. Allen's out, protecting her a little bit maybe. Again, Allen's out right here. We need to go to Sydney, and she's got to go score it. That's just, I mean, she can score it on 12, but we've got to get in there.
I think she's only out for a second.
Addie's got to get into the paint. Addie a little more determined with that.
Robbins, there's Addie Smith for 3 in the corner.
Again, Allen's out of the game. We need to know what we can do there. We need to get to the paint.
(27-17), Lanesville with a 10-point advantage. 2.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Eastern in that 1-2-2 zone. Lanesville being fairly patient right now. Just kind of going back and forth across the top.
With Allen's out, if we're in this, maybe go just double team Crozier and just, again, hope that you can get something.
They're going to get the ball to Brumley inside. They get it into James. It's going to be Avery Smith with the block.
We have to capitalize.
They get the ball to Burton. Burton, tough shot in the lane.
I think with Allen out, it's just pumping into Sydney. She's got to go at number 12. But Allen's coming back in now.
And hand-to-hand is beside herself right now. I think Avery had a clean block on the other end. I think we got as good a view as anything.
I don't think there was anything there.
She did not like that.
Yeah. Again, they're the more aggressive team, and it feels like they're being penalized for being aggressive. More fouls, like you said, this crew has been really good overall. Missed a couple here and there, but I mean everybody does that. So they've called their fair share of calls that 2 weeks ago we saw missed a lot. Right. I think these guys have done an outstanding job.
Burton's able to cash in both, cuts this lead to an 8-point advantage, 27-18 with 2 minutes to play. Eastern extending their zone a little bit more than that, all the way out to half court.
Yeah, if we can make Crozier, just when she gives it up, though, we cannot let her just knife in there like she's doing.
Cannot split that trap.
And that's just
she
way
goes
too
right
easy.
around.
I mean, it's just no resistance at all.
You see that it seems like they're almost afraid to foul. But if you're going to play that zone, you just can't let her split the zone.
You've got to keep her out of things, and it's just too easy right now for her.
Burton finds Addie Smith for 3, no good. And that's going to be rebound there by Allen. She's going to look to Crozier. Crozier going 1-on-4. And I don't think she was intimidated by that 1-on-4.
No, she's.
That's going to be Brumley for 3.
Again.
No good. Again, no block. It's going to be an offensive rebound. Crozier getting into the lane. She's going to get through.
She's taking the game over. Doing what Hamley Crozier does. That's why she's such a tremendous player. And obviously a lot of the experience in these state championship games and going all the way like that. It's showing in her play.
We're going to cut to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. This is Lady Musketeer Basketball on WSLM.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute. Hello and welcome to John Jones Auto Group, where we're ringing in the new year. Here at John Jones Auto Group, we're ready to help you achieve your New Year's resolutions. New year, new you, new car. Tired of the troubles your old ride was giving you last year? Well, that was in the past. Make it a point to upgrade your vehicle and ride into the new year with something safe and dependable. We have one of the largest inventories in southern Indiana and several locations for you to shop from. Or you can see all of our vehicles online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
And we're back here at Crawford County High School. Addie Smith going the other way. Looks like they're going to get a trip right there.
She definitely got tripped on that.
They're going to call that on. Whoa! They're going to call that on Magner.
4 on her.
Yeah, that definitely seemed like that was on Crozier, but
yeah.
But
that would be perfect for our next street credit. I mean,
Well, I thought Magner was pretty far away from that plate. But
Yeah, get the ball in here.
gets the ball into Hunter. Hunter finds Robbins on the wing.
Again, Allen's out of the game.
That's going to be Crozier takes her pocket. And he's going to get a foul there on Bailey Robbins.
You just can't put the ball in front of Crozier or anywhere she can get a hand on it. But Allen out of the game, again, recognizing that we have an advantage in the paint, and we just don't look for it. That's just inexperience getting us. And again, we've had a lot of opportunity with Allen out of the game to do those, and honestly, I don't think we've exploited that but a couple times.
It's going to be similar. Gets it out to Crozier. Better job of cutting her off right there.
Yeah.
Again, nowhere to go. She finds Brumley. Brumley, tough shot, no good. Rebound there, Avery Smith, 30 seconds to play. Avery looking to push tempo, finds Trainer.
We missed it again. We had Avery wide open in there and just didn't see it.
And Trainer throws it away. 20 seconds to play. It's Crozier out top with the ball. She's getting trapped. She finds Brumley. Brumley, that's going to find Simler. Back to Crozier, 10 seconds to play. Crozier just put that trap.
Knifing in, and she scored, or didn't score it, but then there she is to get out on the ball.
Oh, my goodness.
Again, we're not playing with the urgency. Like, that ball's got to be put in a power position the moment you get it, because Crozier is just coming after it. She wants to win worse than anybody on the court.
I don't know that I agree with that one, but, Crozier's going to get open for an easy two. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
She should not even have an opportunity to catch that basketball.
And at the end of the third quarter, it's going to be 33-19 in favor of the Lanesville Eagles. We're going to cut to a commercial break. We'll be right back for the end of this basketball game.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elvers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Welcome back here to Crawford County High School. Again, this game being brought to you there by Sullivan Feed Mill. If you have any needs there on the farm, Sullivan Jr. and Yvonne are there for your needs there in downtown Pekin. Call 812-967-3472. As we start this fourth quarter, Eastern has the ball down 14. Now we got to just get something going. We got to get something going. There's Crozier again, just takes it away from Honor, going the other way. She finds Brumley. Brumley able to find a two.
Again, just dribbling the ball. Anywhere near Crozier, you're at risk. And he's just pretty much taking this game over.
Well, I think she's got 24 just to our 19. That's going to be Trainer for a little 10-footer, no good. Rebound, Lanesville. Eastern going back with Trainer, Hunter, Avery Smith, Tracy Jackson, and Sydney Burton. They get the ball back into Crozier into the paint. Crozier throws it up. No good.
Strike up. Yeah.
The fans didn't like it, but I think Burton's in great position right there. Crozier just kind of comes off funny and just Honor on the wing.
No one in the middle of this thing. Really easy to guard at the moment.
Honor for three was no good.
And just got to settle into threes like we've done all night.
And the other side, nobody going to the glass, so it's an easy rebound. And so now they can just milk it. They can just milk time, They got no reason to go. Crozier with a rare floater over Brumley's head. Avery Smith going the other way. Makes a tough play and finish. Nice finish there by Avery Smith. Cuts this thing to 14, 6.5 minutes to play.
Not sure where Addie Smith's at. I don't see her on the bench. Just taken her out of the game, and Not sure what's going on there.
I don't remember a specific play or anything, but we'll cut
back. No, she was back there at the table.
We'll cut to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for a church in the area, try Turning Point Church at 899 West McLean Avenue in Scottsburg. Come see Pastor John Jackson and the congregation at Turning Point, a place of second chances and new beginnings. Regular services are on Sundays at 10 a.m., Tuesday prayer time at 7 p.m., and Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Check them out on Facebook, YouTube, or online at turningpointchurchscottsburg.com for upcoming events, class times, and more. You can also catch Pastor John on WSLM 97.9 FM and WSLM 1220 AM each Sunday morning at 8:15 a.m. Also, Turning Point will be having a food giveaway for the community on February 10th and 24th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. or until the food runs out.
And we're back here at Crawford County High School. This is the championship of Sectional 46. Lanesville on top, 35-21 right now over the Lady Musketeers. Is it Lanesville basketball? And again, the story of the game's been Heather Crozier. She's single-handedly kind of taken this game into her own. Really, all of the supporting cast that she's got, not been able to get anything going. But she's got 24 and 5-6 steals and 7-8 rebounds. You know, I won't be surprised if she ends up with a triple-double.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about second quarter, third quarter. You can't necessarily win the game there, but you can lose it. And it's got to, you know, we had that opportunity in the second quarter. Allen out. Crozier just imposed her will and was able to kind of get a little breathing room for them. And in the third quarter, she just came out and just really did.
And it looks like Lanesville's just
they're
pretty much all out.
They're going to freeze it out. It's tough to turn them over.
Crozier dribbling around. They're just going to try to pass around. Crozier, she's going to jump in a little bit of contact. Connor ends up with a steal. Addie Smith getting trapped there on the corner. Finds Burton. Avery Smith's going to get into the lane. Finds Connor in the wing. Connor, a lot of contact. They had two whistles there, but I think it was clearly a foul. But
yeah, I mean, we're playing with a little more urgency now, you know. But again, we needed to have that urgency and competitive spirit in that third quarter coming out down 7. We needed to match it. We just did not have that.
Connor's open for 3, no good. Again, I like to scratch the offensive glass here a little bit. You know, we're not shooting the ball particularly well, but you never know. You see what they're doing offensively.
No, we're just shoot a 3, and then it's one and done. There's nobody going to the board.
James Crozier able to get in, gets it out to Brumley. Again, in this stall, you know, having the advantage of having a 6'3" girl that can just go in the middle and just throw the ball up and get it.
Yeah, you don't want to play behind Lanesville. They know how to win.
That foul's going to be on Avery Smith, her third. It was just one foul here. You know, I think now it's a matter of aggressiveness. Again, I don't know why we left that one open. You know, all the people leave open on the inbound with Eve Crozier. Again, we don't front. That's going to be an easy bucket for Allen. Crozier finds Allen. You know, we let Crozier catch in the corner. We don't front Allen, and it's just pretty easy. Avery Smith going the other way, pulls up in the middle of the lane. Nice finish there by Avery Smith.
So that's the scoring spot. It's been there all night. We haven't got it there, whether it be off the pass or the dribble. That's where they give you the shot, is that free throw line, the volleyball line.
Crozier gets the ball down to Sayre. Sayre back out to, that's not Crozier, Brumley. Brumley finds Crozier in the corner, no good. That's going to be Sayre for an offensive rebound and puts it in.
We had two people boxing out Allen, nobody boxing out Sayre.
Addie Smith drives in the lane, finds Trainer. They're going to get Sayre for a foul there. Tried to get a deflection, kind of ended up across the body of Trainer. That's going to be a second foul for Sayre. That's going to be Madeline Magner. Magner's going to check in for Lanesville. I think she's got 4, but with 4 minutes to play, you're up 16.
But yeah, it's a tough hill to climb now.
39-23, just over 4 minutes to play. Addie Smith on the drive.
Probably a foul there, but we did get a bucket off.
It ends up in the hands of Burton for an easy layup. Addie hit the deck.
Yeah, she got tripped. And
gets the ball up to Magner. Magner had an open somebody up under the basket.
But
and that's going to be, the Hen's going to call a timeout. Laura Lanesville, she didn't like they just seemed a little discombobulated. She did not like what she saw.
Allen had a bucket. She hit the laser.
Yeah, she was open. So Lanesville on top, 39-25. Again, the Corey's Ben Hadley Crozier. We didn't have an answer for her. You know, we've got to get hot right now. We got to be able to. Now it's going to be. I think it's drive and kick at all costs. You're going to drive and kick. Go crash the board. You can get a rim or get to the rim and get there, but and then you're right. We got to have 5 cracks on the board. You know, I don't know if we should keep one person back just because they will run out but we got to crash because they've got to know that there's no easy rebounds in this last 3.5 or 4 minutes. You know, we got the shooters to be able to do that. We just got to be able to make something happen here.
Yeah, I mean, we got to make them. Got to go crash it.
Crozier gets the ball out top off the inbound. She's going to pull it out. Again, I imagine they're just still kind of in that milking the clock situation.
Yeah.
Crozier being top of the key, able to get it over to Brumley. Eastern in that 1-2-2, trying to find a trap anytime they can. Gets the ball. That's going to be Addie Smith on the tip. We'd love to take that or get that one if we could, but Brumley out top. Then just over 3 minutes to play. I was a little surprised that they're going to a stall this soon, but you know, this is how you win. You know, this is how you win.
Yeah.
They're going to get I think Horner there for a foul.
The thing about 3 of them is they've done it a number of times, and it's old hat to them. So I don't anticipate them.
Because what we really haven't talked about is, you know, Andy Hen's coached so many games, you know, and at high levels, you know,
and Joe too. I mean,
Joe, you know,
thousands of games.
Staff knows how to win ball games. You know, obviously they got a load of talent and 3 seniors that can really play. But they also got a staff that knows how to execute, knows how to get it done.
Absolutely, and you know, having you know, obviously Angie and her wealth of experience, but having somebody like Joe on her bench, you know, just in case she misses something or forgets something. I mean, I can see him right now pointing things out right now to her. You know, I mean, it's a tough thing to overcome. I mean, you got 2 Hall of Famers right there working together, right, coaching them up.
Game reset's going to be 39-25, just inside of 3 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Girls just keep playing. You know, some finals that have come in. Greensburg was victorious over Jennings County. Greensburg, of course, they run undefeated, so keeps that. Jennings County gives them a great game. We'll try to report those as we come in. Almost have a steal there. So that's going to be over and back.
So here's Crozier. You're up at 14. Ball gets deflected. Crozier, you know, with her injury history and everything, she outworked us to get that ball out, competed us. It ended up being over and back. You know, I think it was tipped.
But so it doesn't matter if the defense touches. If the offense touches it again, she cannot be the last to touch and the first to touch.
Okay.
And that's what he just told her. He didn't like it. He said it doesn't matter if she touched it last.
That's true. I didn't see that, but
that's what he said. Yeah.
Crozier just giving her body up there.
Right.
I mean, that's what it takes to win.
Robbins, another thing, finds Addie Smith, finds Honor open for 3, no good. Burton fighting Allen there for that rebound. It's going to be out of bounds to the Eagles. 2.5 minutes to play. 39-25 in favor of Lanesville. Lanesville able to break the press, gets the ball into Allen in the middle. I thought she traveled, but she finds Brumley underneath. Brumley's going to get fouled there by Sydney Burton.
Allen hung on to her pivot foot just enough to be able to make that bounce pass. That's something that they've done a nice job of too. In the traffic, they, you know, again, it goes back to that, you know, that old school coaching they have there with Angie and Joe. I'm sure they probably have a rule in here, like all interior passes tight space passes or bounce passes. They don't try to throw over top of people, and those things, those little things. Like I said, it's not just the talent that they have. 3 of them in particular, they do all the little things incredibly well, and that's why they win.
Meanwhile, this game a little reminiscent of last night, where Providence gives them everything they can handle in that first half, and then Providence they were able to pull away in that second half, and that's exactly what happened here. That first half was as good a dogfight as we could ask for, and then Crozier able to kind of take care of business in that third quarter.
Yeah, now Providence made a run on them, but Providence a little quicker than us, got a little more speed, and they were able to turn them over some. And they were able to convert on those turnovers. They hit some shots off those turnovers.
Meanwhile, Katie Hunter ends up getting called for her 5th foul on the turnover. Then she tried to go get the ball back, ends up getting called for a foul. And that was her 5th foul. It wasn't a team 5th foul. I think they were thinking she was shooting free throws. Hunter's going to foul out of this game, and really just had a really nice sophomore season for her. So my hat's off to her. She's I think she struggled a little bit early, and then really kind of, once December came, able to hit her stride, able to knock down some shots, and several games are scoring leader. So really nice job there by Katie Hunter in her sophomore season. Nice, almost had a steal. Oh, we do have a steal.
Yeah, Katie, hits the kick out 3 really well tonight. I was excited to see her hit the boards a little harder because, being 5'9", 5'10", that's something that she could probably add to her game a little bit. She's been a little more aggressive to the rim. That's another thing.
Lanesville tried to lob the ball in there, and the ball got tipped and ended up going out of bounds.
Just can't go dribble into Hadley Crozier. She's going to steal the ball. If you leave it anywhere near it. And
Robbins turns the ball over. The last play, Lanesville fans did not like it. It looked, I couldn't tell who it was off of, but they did not like the call. Minute and a half to play. Lanesville on top by 16. Eastern in a man-to-man right here. Brumley out top, just trying to dribble it out. Gets it over to Sayre. Sayre finds Crozier. I think they're resorting to just stopping the rest of the game.
Yeah, this game was not lost in the fourth quarter. It was lost in the third quarter, like we talked about coming out of the half, just matching their intensity, matching their aggression, and particularly Hadley Crozier. She just took the game over in the third quarter. Really the second at the end when her team was in really kind of bad shape with Allen being on the bench in foul trouble. She kind of took it over there late and got them a little breathing room, and then just came out of the third quarter. We face guarded her for a few possessions, and I really liked that. And then we got away from it, and she just absolutely took the game over.
Meanwhile, Bailey Robbins picks up her 5th foul. Crozier's on the line for 2. She hits both of them. Again, I'd like to say Bailey's going to have a nice future here. She's going to have a nice. She's got some lessons to learn as a freshman. But again, a lot of talent and a lot of desire to get better. Addie Smith's going to fire for 3, no good. Rebound Allen. Inside of a minute to play. Get over to Brumley. Out that. That's going to be a strange 10-second count. Yeah. They were in no hurry to get across. And, you look at the clock, it was 10 seconds. It was 10 seconds.
You don't see that.
Hinton doesn't like it, but it truly was 10 seconds because it was 58. That was right at 10 seconds, just over 10 seconds.
Not really sure.
Grayson Jackson's going to check out, and bench is all going to give her a hug. I know that bittersweet anytime you finish the season this way.
Yeah.
Sydney Burton's going to fire, no good. Going to be out of bounds. I don't know what Coach Drury is upset about. No.
We don't need that. It's too late for that.
Trainer's going to have a 3, or no, 2, no good. Crozier with the rebound. Oh, wow.
Now, in this situation, honestly, and I hate to do this, but, it's an 18-point game, 33 seconds left. I don't know why. I don't know if I'd have Crozier in the game at this moment.
Yeah.
I hate to second-guess a Hall of Famer, but with her injury history, this game's over, and
really any of your starters. You're up 18,
your top, definitely your 3 three studs.
And there she's gonna put a press spot.
I think Coach finally kind of realized that, like, oh, this thing's over and no sense in getting somebody hurt.
Eastern's going to check in a whole herd of them, and Lanesville's going to check in a whole bunch of them as well. Again, Lanesville on top, 44-25. Going to walk away with another sectional title, moving up a class and advancing to the regional. Crozier hits her second free throw, and she's going to get a well-deserved hug from Coach Henry and a standing applause from all the home fans. I think she's going to she's going to finish with 28 of their 45.
She deserves it. She's a heck of a
player, yeah.
She is, and she imposed her will. Second and third quarter, it was all Hadley Crozier, really. And we did not.
Allie James is going to fire for three, no good. Rebound, Ivy Dixon. Trainer's going to fire for three, and that's good. Trainer gets her first bucket of the game, 10 seconds to play. Lanesville's going to dribble it out, and that is going to be the ball game. 45-28 in favor of the Lanesville Eagles. They are your sectional 46 champions. We're going to cut to a couple quick commercials. We'll be right back with thoughts on tonight's game.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball sight tail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, today at 812-620-8923.
And we're back here at Crawford County High School. Again, the Lady Musketeers fall to the Lanesville Eagles. Final score of 45-28. That's some quick stats for the game. For Lanesville, you have Hadley Crozier with 28 points. Sarah with 4. Brumley with 6. Magner with 2. Allen with 4. And James with 1. Again, pretty much all Crozier, pretty much the whole game, especially I felt like that third quarter. She really just kind of single-handedly took control of the game. And she's just a special player, you know, and I think we had a lot of fight in us, especially that first half, but you know, she's just too much. And again, I think it's good experience for our girls to see that kind of talent. This is how you take care of the basketball. This is how you finish. This is how you get to the rim. And maybe this sparks some of our girls to say, hey, this is I want to play at that level. You know, I want to play like that. And if we can get some of that from this game, then it's well worth it.
Yeah. Again, we talked about we could not let Hadley Crozier beat us. They've got 3 players, and early on I thought we did pretty well. You know, we had Magner and Sarah shooting shots and missed it, but we didn't take advantage. We didn't do they still got offensive rebounds, and then we had Allen in foul trouble and didn't really ever exploit that. Continued to shoot threes, and at some point you give somebody like Hadley Crozier enough opportunities, and she's gonna exploit you, and she did. And she was the kid that we really needed to not do everything we could to try to contain her, and that third quarter, her will was just greater. And she's super talented, but I'm impressed with her will. Like, she just is like, get on my back, girls. We're going to win this game. And she just did that at the end of the second and the third quarter. She imposed her will on us, and we did not answer the bell.
Meanwhile, I just talked a little bit about our girls this season. You know, coming off a 3-win season last year, and finish the season, we're going to finish 14-12. Again, getting beat by the 2-time state champion. There's been a lot of ups and downs this year, but I really feel like, and since we played Lanesville last, I think we said this a couple times this week, there's just been a tremendous amount of growth in our team, and really across the board from just so many of our girls kind of gelling and kind of seeing their roles. This isn't the same team we started in November with, and we're quite a bit better. You know, we obviously lose Gracie Jackson, so we got most of our players back. limit for this team going forward. Next year and in the years to come, I think it's only going to get better and better and better. So anyway, here's the team that you got to play. Now, obviously, they lose their three big studs, but they're still going to be ready. They're going to be ready and hungry for more, just like that's what winning programs do. But again, I want hats off to our team. Just the growth I've seen really in this last month, it's just been tremendous.
Yeah, I mean, we played some good basketball, last few weeks. We kind of figured some things out. Just still have a lot of little things, to get better at. And that's the difference between us and Lanesville. They do the little things at a high level all the time, and we've got to get better at the little stuff. That the devil is in the details,
right.
And when you get the sectional championship game, if you were advanced, you're playing a regional. I mean, everybody you play is good, and
right.
you can't allow little things to haunt you. So hopefully we can take this experience and improve from it, make the necessarily adjustments and improvements so that we don't have to feel this way next year.
And one thing for us, I know that we score so many points off of our turnovers, and so when we don't turn a team over, can we still find ways to score? And tonight a team like Lanesville, who just doesn't turn the ball over very often,
no.
Those opportunities are few and far between. And so, where we're getting 10, 15, 20 points a game in that transition, we've got to be able to find ways to score when we're not turning the team over. And tonight, I think we got a little free happy, but, who cares? It's one of the things, that's something that we can continue to work on in the spring and in the summer. Looking back is how can individually we attack the basket? How can we, just improve our individual shooting and all that kind of stuff? Those are all things that we can improve on, so that we don't
Absolutely.
have to just rely on our press to score points.
Yeah, absolutely. The middle of the zone, that's where they give it up to you, and you got to find a way to get it in there, whether it be off the dribble or off the pass. And we were able to get in there a couple times and score it. And then again, like I said, when Allen was out of the game, we really needed to get into the paint.
Right.
We just didn't have the awareness, I guess, to do that. We settled for a lot of threes when we probably could have got in there and got some things done and took advantage of that. That really, to me, is the game. That second quarter, Allen set out almost all that entire second quarter, and we got one interior basket. I think Sydney got one interior basket. That's when we really could have taken control of this game and made it tough on Lanesville, and we didn't seize the opportunity. And then all of a sudden, we found ourselves down 7 at the half because of Hadley Crozier. I think she just basically decided nobody wants to win this game. All right, I'm going to go win this game. And she did.
Well, meanwhile, before we get our final thoughts, we'll talk just some in the area. Floyd Central does win their sectional tonight, 45-25 over Bedford. So hats off to Coach there. We saw Greensburg kept their undefeated streak against Jennings County. Jennings County is a very solid basketball team. Greensburg still undefeated. I think 23-0 at this point. A surprise for me is not a really surprise. That was Scottsburg Corden beating Silver Creek by 14, 52-38. Corden beat Silver Creek by 14.
Wow.
So
that's a big surprise.
I knew that was going to be a good game. One that I was looking forward to seeing the outcome of. Brownstown wins their sectional at South Ripley. South Knox beating North Knox. That was a top 10 sectional final. Both those teams in the top 10, I think, in 2A.
Brownstown won, you said?
Brownstown won against South Ripley.
6 for 6.
Yeah.
Give that guy mad props. He's a heck of a coach.
And then Old Laverne Academy beat Shaw Memorial at the House sectional. Orleans gets beat tonight by Reveille. Orleans having a fantastic season. Reveille beats them by 10. And then Gordon does win their sectional at home by 30 against Christian Academy, which is probably what was expected.
Yeah.
So all these schools, celebrating tonight.
I think Gordon's got a good shot to. They got a great shot to probably make it all the way to the state finals. But I think that whoever they drew in the regional, they got a really good shot to get into the semi-state for sure. I haven't looked at the other. I know Lanesville's got a very tough task with South Knox next week. That'll be a heck of a game. But South Knox is really good. But Lanesville, they know how to win. And again, to be the man, you got to beat the man, and in this case, be the girls, you got to beat the girls, and South Knox has got a tough task trying to knock Lanesville off there.
So Lanesville will play South Knox next week. Brownstown will be playing North Posey next week in that 1A sectional. Borden will be going up against Vincennes Reveille. And then I think Borden Central is going to be going against Evansville Central. So they won't see Greensburg until the next round, possibly. So that's a good draw for them.
Yeah, that was a good break for whoever won that set.
And then I think Floyd is going to play Evansville Wright, maybe. I think Wright's won that one. If I'm wrong on that, I'll apologize. But again, basketball. This is one of those bittersweet things. You know, I know I'm going to have two sad girls when I get home. You know that the season's over. My hat's off to this team and the progress we've made. There's a really great future ahead for these girls. You know, excited to see what's next for them. I know all of them are going to move into spring sports. And they're still going to have fun supporting our guys. Guys get a win today, with another month left in the season. You know, so see what these girls are going to do. The other thing I would say about so many girls on our team, they're top of their class. They're the brightest kids we have in classes. They're just incredibly great human beings, people that I just love being around and proud of the character they have.
Great group of kids. All, you know, like you said, all great students, but also just great human beings. You know, the girls have played on different teams in their careers, and you know, they played with some really astounding players and great teams, and they played on some teams where, you know, there was definitely some drama and things like that. This team, they never once came home and ever said anything about drama with the girls. The girls all got along really well and enjoyed each other, and you know, that's hats off to the girls, and more importantly, the parents for raising them to be, you know, great kids and great teammates. So we got a great group of girls right there.
Well, once again, this has been Sectional 46 Championship. Lanesville victorious over the Lady Musketeers 45-28. This broadcast was brought to you by Sullivan's Feed Mill. Again, just a great sponsor for Eastern Athletics, bringing this game to you. This has been Sean Smith, Jake Delaney. It's my pleasure doing tonight's game. We wish everybody the best of luck. We wish Lanesville the best of luck going forward, and Borden going forward, Floyd Central going forward, Brownstown going forward. We'll see how far they can get. Until next time, this will be us signing off.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese balls, I tail insurance. Even certain parts under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, today at 812-620-8923.